Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wabihi nasta'in wa ala umuri din wa din. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Asyhadu alla ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'dah, amma ba'du. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and upon you alone we call for help. Good is to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those upon whom anger has fallen, nor of those who are astray. Okay, hello guys, my name is Naila Sakila, and my name is 22310 and 40. And then now I want to speak about production verse and hadith from Surah Al-A'raf al-Ayah 31. Okay, Islam is a religion that brings mercy to the entire universe, rahmatan lil alamin. All aspects of life are regulated based on Allah's laws, making the religion of Islam comprehensive and universal in terms of its laws. And Islam not only teaches about the relationship between humans and good through worship, but also regulates relationship between humans known as muamalah, and in society, muamalah is often called Islamic economics, which includes economic behavior but individually between fellow humans, and the relationship between individuals and the state, as well as relationship between countries, all based on Islamic law. And Islamic economics is an economic system based on the Quran and Hadith, emphasizing the values of justice and balance. And then since starting to live in society, the problem has arisen of how each individual can fulfill their needs, and because a person cannot fulfill all his own needs, the wider the social circle, the stronger the dependence on each other. In terms of consumption, Islam prohibits luxury and excess, but enforces a fair balance. A Muslim must pay attention to the consumption principles that Islam teaches, as mentioned in the word of Allah in Quran, Surat Al-A'raf verse 31. Okay. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya bani Adam khudhu dinatakum inda kulli masjidi wa kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu innahu la yuhibbul musrifin. The translation is, O descendants of Adam, wear your nice clothes every time you enter the mosque, eat and drink, but don't ever do it. Indeed, Allah doesn't like people who exaggerate. And this verse has several meanings and interpretation, including, and then orders to dress neatly and politely when entering the mosque. This shows respect for Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and His holy place. And then is invitation to eat and drink appropriately. This means not excessive and not wasteful. And prohibition of exaggeration in everything. This includes dressing, eating, and drinking, as well as other things. And then scholars have varying views on the meaning and interpretation of this verse. However, in general, they agree that this verse contains a moral message to life, simple and not exaggerate in anything. Here are some views of scholars regarding the verse. The first is Imam Al-Qurtubi. In his interpretation, from Jami'ul Ahkam said that this verse shows that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala likes His servants who dress neatly and properly, eat and drink appropriately, and don't exaggerate in anything. And then the second from Imam Ibnu Katsir in his interpretation from Al-Bidayah wa Nihayah says that this verse prohibits people from excessively decorating, eating and drinking, as well as in other things. This is because excessive use can endanger life and property. And then the third is Sheikh Muhammad Al-Asari in his book Al-Ibana fi Usul Ad-Dinayanah says that this verse shows that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala likes His servants who live simply and are not excessive. This is because a simple life is closer to purity and goodness. And this verse has high relevance to the consumption behavior of modern society, because in this era of consumerism, many people are tempted to buy things they don't need just because they want to follow certain trends or lifestyles. This can result in excessive and wasteful consumer behavior. This verse reminds us to live simply and not consume excessively. We have to buy things we really need and use them as best as possible. We must also avoid a consumptive lifestyle that can endanger finance and the environment. Okay, that's from me, and apologize if I have mistake from my speak. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.